Alright, let's get this party rolling, shall we? Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, not now, cat, not now. Let's get started. Can I? Nope. There we go. I am going to have to keep an eye on my mouse today. Okay. This thing's going to drive me nuts. What were we doing? Reposition. Okay. Oh, okay, so we're not as far back as I thought we were. Thought we were a ways back farther than this. Hold on a sec. No. No. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. This is the first time I've actually played this with the different mouse, and so I'm trying to get it up so it's a little bit faster. I have a little bit more sensitivity, and it just doesn't really feel like it's, great. Okay, let me take a look at my weaponries around here. What do I have? 110 on flamethrower. That was pretty good. Let's equip that over here. No, cat. It definitely feels like my mouse is sluggish on me. Far more than I really want it to be. I just don't think... maybe that one? I don't actually have to use it for the go into hole. There we go. Luckily, I don't really have to use it for that one first. I don't have to use the mouse for any of like the extra stuff on it. So, because some of the profiles, like for whatever reason, when I made this thing up, it won't accept like what I want the what I want some of the extra buttons on the mouse to do. So I'm limited on what that would be. Give me your credits. Hi, cat. Hi, yes. I see you. You ignore me all day. You ignore me all day. And now, as soon as I start streaming, he comes over and starts like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. Is that you? Is that what you do? You just want people to pay attention to you? Is that all that you want in life? So yeah, plan today, we're finishing this game. I don't care. As long as we don't go to an excessive amount. And by excessive, I mean more than like 12 hours. Not streaming that long on this. But I do have every intention of finishing this today. So we can move on to bigger and better things. I didn't think it'd come up here until after I activated the rails. Oh well, doesn't matter. Ow, 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 ow. Pulse rounds, those are useful. I loved it. I saw a little article that they that was put out on like what weapon has been upgraded the most in this game, and it's the pulse rifle. Pulse rifle is the one that has the most power nodes placed into it, and the article is kind of like, this is the worst weapon in the game. They're like, every person on board this ship basically had a pulse rifle. That was kind of like the standard go-to weaponry, and everybody's dead. It's just like, but every single person put into it, and it's like, well, why would they do that? And it's like, well, it's obviously due to the fact of the money exploit. So everybody's just making use of that to try and get, make life easier for everybody involved. There we go. All right, 19 shots. I'm just looking around and seeing what else is around here. We didn't actually look around too much last time we were in here. They're always trying to hide stuff from me. Oh, you done now, Cat? Alrighty, let's get ourselves in our optimal gaming position, Shen. Is that a node? Oh no, just a bunch of this stuff. Well, I want everything that's in here anyway. Already picked up the PNG. Used all of that money. Wish they'd give me more than 100 credits, though. You can't buy anything with 100 credits these days. Alright, let me take a look at my inventory here. What have we got? 3 smalls, 1 large, 1 stasis. Got a lot of contact, that's good. I'm actually gonna pop one of the smalls. We're about to run into a couple of enemies as soon as we start moving the marker around. This game is getting a little bit more. My head starts doing some weird stuff when we start moving the character around like that. The only thing to remember is that the enemy gate is down. Always remember that. Swap it over to the cargo tracks. Alright, where are the necromorphs at? I know there should be a couple of them coming out here. Pop another small. It's up there. That's what I want right now. Once it's enjoyable to see some of the facets of what they go into, it's almost a little annoying. To have this kind of just fuzzed up effect every time the marker is close by. Obviously, they're trying to represent. Go. Ooh, large. Alright, where are all the rest of the boom booms? Flames.
There it is. The marker.
The safeties are still on. I need to restore gravity before we can load it.
Hurry, please.
Okay, so let's put the gravity back on.
Exiting zero gravity.
It's on board. Come, quickly. Go open the hatch for him.
So if I want to go the other way, though. Alright. I know we're not super far from the end.
Cole, is she here?
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't trust him with the marker.
Kendra, what are you doing?
She's taking
What
the
my
marker
department
back
sent me here
to the church.
Even if the Valor couldn't help me out like I wanted.
Department? Who are you?
Oh,
I
she's
work for
working the
EarthGov,
Go.
cleaning up a very, very old mess. I told you and him in the Aegis 7 was off limits. The planet was one big government experiment. The marker, this divine artifact, it was built by human hands.
That's impossible. It's an alien world. The miners dug up the fucking thing.
After it was planted here a few hundred years ago. Even Kai didn't pick up on that. They found the first marker in some crater on Earth. That one. That was real. Alien.
Black
Enough to
markers are what
inspire
those
you
usually are.
mythology. Our people studied it and reverse engineered this red marker. But they needed somewhere to test it.
Aegis 7.
You've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. I thought the old reports were just hysteria. Until I saw what I saw. They sealed off the whole system, buried the records nice and clean. Until CEC got greedy.
Not
Those idiots
exactly.
tore Aegis 7 apart and woke up with the old research team left behind.
So EarthGov sends you to sweep it all under the rug. Damn it, we have to return the marker. If anyone else stumbles across Aegis 7...
It was disappeared once. We can do it again. I've seen how the marker fucks with your head. It must be contained. For what it's worth, we made a great team. You'll find another way off the Ishimura. I mean, you're one hell of an engineer.
Your experiment's gonna kill us all! Daniels!
Yep.
It was all for nothing.
Not nothing.
Isaac, come in. It's Nicole.
Where are you?
In the flight control room. Please, you have to come up here now. There's still a way out for us, but we don't have much time.
Did I say something? Oh, okay. So, yep, she's been working with EarthGov all this time to basically hide up their own thing. The marker is a real alien artifact, but it's actually a black marker that are the aliens. Any red markers are built by humans. Both markers seem to have the same effect on humanity.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your designated safe zone
I see
immediately.
Chinese. Ooh, 1800 credits. Cat, would you decide if you want to be on to me or... No, you can't have that. Those are my chickens. You cannot house my chicken. Alright, so what do we got? Credits. More credits. Okay, so we're getting a good amount of credits here. Game's at least being nice to us in that aspect. Anything. Fleshy. From here on out, most of the story is pretty straightforward from what I can remember. Hello, Nicole.
There you are.
Thank God you're here. The ship's coming apart. I saw what you've been through. Your investigation, Mercer. What happened with us?
We don't have to talk about it.
I need you to know I'm sorry about everything.
It's okay, Isaac. You know I forgive you. I love you.
Well, good, but...
There's still hope. You can recall the shuttle and remote pilot it from here. Bring back the marker and we can return it to Aegis 7. We can make this whole again.
I just want to make things right.
Then let's do it together.
Recalling shuttle USG-09. Prepping remote docking procedures.
Damn it, Isaac! You don't know what you're doing!
I know. I'm finally doing the smart thing.
I'm getting off this frickin' planet. This frickin' ship.
Warning. Escape pod launch detected from shuttle USG-09.
Escape pod. Damn! We lost her.
It doesn't matter. She can't escape her fate. But who can?
Here we go. Yeah, you just apparently remotely control it and bring it back. In all reality, I would basically state that she's...
Ishimura's finished. If we get on that shuttle, there's no going back.
This is the point of
Leave
no return.
regrets. Go. I'll reprogram the shuttle with our flight path to Aegis 7 and join you on board.
So this is the point of no return. Up till this
Don't
point,
leave me
you can
waiting.
go back anywhere over the
Never
ship,
again.
do anything you want. But once you hit this point, as soon as you get on the shuttle, there is no going back. We have finished almost everything.
Emergency. Deck evacuation protocols are in effect.
We finished up all of the side quests. If there's anything left around here, it's probably that I forgot to go and pick something up once I got the master security overwrite. That may be some nodes or something like that. I'm not super concerned about those. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm missing one last. That's probably the reality, so I'm probably missing a couple of the audio stuff. Text or audios. We did get the sea shanty though, so, you know, we've got that. The only thing left I'd really like to do is actually get to a... this is probably the first good thing. There we go. That's a good thing. Now the other thing I want to try and get is I want to get to a store so I can sell off my diamond. Where's the bathroom? There's a store up here. I think there's one down on the planet too when we go to that in the next chapter. Not 100% positive, but I would assume there is. Wouldn't you? Would you assume that, Mr. Kane? Spoiled cat. Spoiled cat. Okay.
Emergency. Internal hull breaches detected.
25k. Nice. Okay. So we sold that off. Don't need that anymore. Over here. We have 36k to play with. Buy 2 of those. 2 more of those. And we're going to leave the rest until later. Basic ideas from here at this point forward. I don't know, I don't remember exactly what we're going to find down on the planet. I have like some vague recollections of what goes on down there. But obviously we're going to put the marker back. We know a little bit better on how the marker actually works, how the marker functions now. I want the node so I can put some more nodes into my weapons for the... What do you think, Cat? For the final bit. Not that way. This way. Yeah, we're done on the Ishimura. We finished all the main stuff. Like I said, if we're missing anything... I took a little bit more damage there than I really wanted to. Not terrible overall. Definitely would have to play New Game Plus, unless you wanted to funnel a lot of money just strictly towards this. Yes. What do you think, Kane? Are we gonna finish this? Are we gonna finish this game? Yes, we are.
I never doubted you, Isaac. I knew you'd come back for me.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Yes. We're together again. Nothing can stop us now. This isn't how I imagined saying goodbye to the Ishimura. Steady.
I'm good.
Oh, don't worry about me, Nicole. I'm only slowly losing my mind.
No. With you, I can handle anything.
One more ride together, then. This
I don't
all
remember this
began
being in the
with
original
core of
either.
the planet.
Daniel said EarthGov built the marker. Some experiment they abandoned hundreds of years ago.
He thinks they abandoned them.
If you're not ready, the miracle must be as terrifying as a nightmare. The planet is restless, hungry. It'll try to eat us alive. But we have the marker. We'll put things back the way they were. We will be whole again.
Alrighty, let's finish up this pot. Oh, we're on to chapter 12.
Isaac, you can upload the marker from the console. Come on.
I want to look around first. I want to see this strange new alien world. Chapter 12, Dead Space. I don't want to upload the marker. Ah, here we go. Good, more weaponry. Oh, we might be locked out of doing anything here for just a little bit. That's movable. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Nicole, Nicole, Nicole. What are we gonna do with you, Nicole? Oh, that one doesn't really go anywhere, did it? Alright. Oh, even another note. That's good. Health pack. Credits. No. What's this one? Gold semiconductor. That's a good thing, too. We'll have plenty of credits to play with. Try and buy or get ourselves a decent amount of money.
Look. A light in the sky.
The gravity tethers on the Ishimura are failing. The tectonic load. We don't have long before all that rock falls. How do we do this?
We return the marker to its pedestal. The loading track leads directly to the excavation site. It'll work. The hive mind will obey. We'll be whole again. You and I can be together. Come on, we need to hurry.
No, we don't. We have all the time. Nicole.
The marker signal changes us, recombines us, but there's a dead space in that signal. Around the marker itself, the eye of the storm. They can't stay in it for long.
I seen it. But this pedestal, why there?
It amplifies. The marker's pulse will be felt across the planet. The dead will sleep, and the living will see what can't be forgotten.
Dun 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 dun. Text log. Retrieval order from Captain Matthias. Victims of the Union Square mass suicide on Aegis 7. Casca duty, I think you'll like this one. I hear a buddy of yours down there and have kitty assignments should be like this meetup. Well, that seems disturbing. They're like, yeah, this will all be good. Just go down and pick up some dead bodies. Back over here and say, well, actually, no, we're gonna go over here. Drawer. How lovely. Everything died. This audio. Audio log.
This is Sergeant Bram Newman. PSEC evacuation report. The shuttle's gone. Took off and then crashed right back down into the bay. Took a whole crowd with it. Must be 100 people dead. We've lost the rest of the shuttles. God help us. There's no way out. Anyone hearing this, do not land. I repeat, do not land on Aegis 7. Fuck the Ishimura. They left us to die.
There is a little bit of irony behind the way some of this is done up. There is actually a little bit of a reveal if you pay attention to I'm hesitant to do anything over there with that. Yeah, we're upgrading the Ripper. See you later if that was a good idea or not. I have a friend of mine who is playing this, and he's trying to do the using only the plasma cutter challenge. And I said, oh yeah, well that's actually not a really bad thing. He's like, well, I'm struggling so hard with it, I can't do this or that. I was kind of asking him about stuff, and I realized that he's not using the kinesis module to throw stuff, so I was kind of like, well, you can do this, and that will really kind of help you out. But the other thing he's getting just frustrated by is just how the weaponry and everything in the game is just kind of working out. It's like, I can't do this, I can't do that. I swear there's a way to get in there. Take a look again once I restore power. I don't think that should do anything. Well, restore power to all these and everything. But I don't want to transport the marker. It's a lot. But if you look into like some of the lore and stuff behind the markers and the church mythology, it's actually heavily implied that, by all accounts, the church should hate this marker. They should want to destroy this marker, not like take it to venerate it. And that just has to do with the fact that this is a man-made marker. This is, you know, almost a perversion of their personal beliefs and ideals of what the marker should be, what it is. But, of course, nobody actually pays attention to that.
Warning. Unknown biohazard detected. Quarantine in progress.
Always gotta be. There they are. Something behind me too. Ah, frick. Barely got time to like try and put a little bit more. I need to get a little bit farther away. There's the other one. Get off, get off. Health left.
Lifting quarantine.
Do you miss them, Isaac?
Kelly and team? Yeah.
And your parents? Your mother was a unitologist. She believed.
She believed so much it killed her. Is this what she would have wanted?
If she did, would that make this easier?
Maybe it's a good thing I'll never know.
Alright, so let's get button pushing. Sweet. Got one small, one medium, and one large. Pretty good stuff all around. Thought I saw something moving behind me there. Okay. What was that? Plasma energy. Sweet. I will definitely take some of that. Yep, you can tell we're getting close to the end of the game here. The game is just handing stuff to us like crazy. Alright. We aren't bringing the marker through here, but that should allow us to open that door and get all that goodies. Small. Don't give me those. Anything else? That is just so freaking creepy. I know that that's exactly what they said that's going on, but it's just so freaking creepy to see. I feel like I remember in the original one, you actually had to do like all of this with kinesis. Like, you had to pull the bridges up, and then you had to use your kinesis to pull it through, so you had to get everything set up and go quickly, because the bridges would come down at some point. I remember it being incredibly frustrating to do. Save state! Anything? See anything? Okay.
Isaac, there's no power in this section. The marker won't move. We're losing time.
It's okay. Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected. Tether generator. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Maybe a busted power line. I'm on it.
Please hurry. We can't fail now.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. That's what I get for not paying quite enough attention for what I was doing. Alright. Let's blow them the frick up, shall we? Let me back in, game. Let me back in! There we go. Okay.
Isaac, there's no power in this section. The marker won't move. We're losing time.
It's okay. Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected. Tether generator. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Maybe a busted power line. I'm on it.
Please hurry. We can't fail now.
Alright, did I kill both of them off? I think it did. That killed them off. Ooh, line max. Credits. Stasis. Ooh, more credits. Ripper blades. Money, money, money. Boss rank. I know what's coming up roughly, and I just get nervous whenever a game just starts. Here's just a crap ton of stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna get jumped. Ooh, store. Okay. What can we do here? Okay. 9-5. I mean, I've got a good amount of healing items with one small, one medium, and 3 larges. I'm not super concerned about that. Ammo isn't great, but it's not terrible at the same time. I'd rather save my money for right at the right towards the end of the game before we go into the final boss fight. That way.
Now entering tether control. Cross-contamination field engaged.
Believe me, I can make these frickin' things start ricocheting in case something pops up. Put in a small confined space, that's a death sentence.
Warning, main power interrupted. Tether generators are offline.
Tether generators, yeah. I'm here to fix them. What more do you want from me? I don't know if I can pull that one or not. Guess he's only green. Okay, just my imagination. All right, let's take a look around here. How many batteries? Let's see, second battery. I'm not gonna plug it in yet, not until I figure out everything that's going on. So at this point, I've got two. Those like there's 3 batteries. Okay. So we got 3 batteries. If I pull you out.
Emergency elevator offline. Notifying maintenance.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I have to have all of these on. We have to use all. So you have to use all 3 of these generators. Oops, what the frick?
Power restored to east generator.
So you have to have all of these, but then we can't leave. Unless there's a major, unless the power will actually restore power to the elevator as well.
To central generator. Power restored to west generator. Power restored to tether generators. Ready for restart. Restarting tether. Now entering 0 gravity.
Janet Isaac, power is slowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site's just up ahead. Make it whole.
Take some look around here before we get into anything else. Okay. Fairly obvious what we're doing here. Little douche. Where is... Are they above me? Are they not on this level? So clearly I still need to clear out some more of this collection nonsense. Why I just shot that one? That's actually above me. I could have just out of here. That doesn't look like there's any left in this particular building. recharge. I want to make sure we have plenty of stasis left for enemies. Back up. Back up the top. Top-ish. Can't land. Okay, have one more. Go up or... Come on. Come on, come on. Turn, Isaac. Because I don't have to look at the level crooked. It makes my head start doing weird stuff again. Okay, there we go. Just take a quick peek around. I see pulse. What? What, did I get too close to it or something? That was just friggin' weird. I didn't think I was close enough to that to actually hurt me. Should've just used the kinesis module to pull it to me. That would have made life a lot easier, but I'm stupid sometimes. Alright, I'll be back in just a sec, guys. Did notice that they moved around where certain chapters start. Okay, we already restarted? Oh, we need to restart it. Okay.
Restarting tether. Now entering zero gravity.
I did notice that because
Damn it,
the...
Isaac. Power is slowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site's just up ahead. Make us whole.
I don't think I can do... I was trying to find like the easiest way to do these using like the least amount of kinesis, and I don't think I can do any of the ones from down here. Now the question is, can I get... There we go. That floor. Nothing really on it that is necessarily needed for you to get. Shots of kinesis. Alright, so this time we're going to stay well and truly away from everything down there. take a look around, see if there's any goodies we can have. No, it's nothing. Okay. Looks like that's everything, so we're gonna fly ourselves out of here.
Exiting zero gravity.
I saw you. Oh, frick, it's a brute. Oh, that was a bad spot to be in, wasn't it? We had a frickin' brute, and I walked myself back into a corner. That was half two mistakes. Well, I knew we were going to have a lot of crap going on. Maybe... I'm trying to think here. Maybe I should swap it over to the force gun? If I use the force gun, that can do a lot of damage and kind of do a little bit of pushback. But I'd much rather have a precision aim for one of those explosive guys comes down. And then we need to make sure we use stasis and explosives all over the brute, 'cause that'll take care of him pretty quickly. Okay.
Exiting zero gravity.
Okay. Let's... I only have 5 shots with this, though. Put you up there. Use the small one for right now. Okay. I'm prepped. Maybe. Keep the brute kind of locked down in stasis. Okay. Didn't even actually use the force gun. Okay. Come here, stasis recharger. Okay. Okay. Do you have anything? No, nothing. So I got one medium and one large left. Let me go ahead and get another medium. shots of that. More shots of that. Okay. I'm trying to leave around a decent amount of money left, just because I don't know, obviously. Like, I'm assuming that they kind of left certain things the same. But we're basically at this point trying to... I want to make sure I have enough money left so I can buy some more. So I can still buy some more stuff. I believe I know... I believe I know exactly, like, we're gonna have one more shot at both a bench and a store before we fight the final boss. Hopefully. If they do it the same way they did in the other one, then what I can remember, the ESL definitely have a chance at some of that types of things. I was saying though before that they did alter and change where stuff is, because obviously as soon as we came down to the planet, that was dead space. I feel like I remember that chapter actually officially beginning halfway through the things down here. I could be wrong about that though. They kept all the names basically the same as far as I can tell. They definitely kept the Easter egg the same. Okay. So we're gonna have to take out more fleshies. Where are the big glowing globules at? Yeah, like you. That opened this way up. Move up through here. Just trying to keep my eyes open for anything that's trying to kill me. Sweet, more pulse. The Ripper is a great weapon to use in combination with stasis, because while they're basically frozen and unable to move, you can just walk right up to them and just use one shot, one blade, to kind of slowly rip your way through them. Don't care about those guys. Those guys don't do much. More Ripper blades. Contact energy. I don't think anything's moving still. that doesn't detect it by me. I don't know if that's actually still alive or not. Clearly the game kind of glitched out on that one. Credits. Okay. Yeah, those two were enough to clear out everything. Now we can keep going forward. Anybody else want a piece of me? Let me in. Oh, crud. It gave me lockers in the safe spot. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. No way around it. We're gonna die. Oh, my mouse just became more sensitive. Seems to do that in this game. Like even the old mouse.
You're almost there, Isaac. Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry!
Yep, okay, I know where we're at now. I know where we're at. River's good, but I find it harder to use on tentacles. Plasma cutter, I find it to be the easiest thing to use on any large tentacles. Oh, come on, did it fall inside again? Damn it. There we go. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, did that actually open up anything for me to go? I still... Yeah, the marker's fucking with my brain. I know that. Screw off! I'm assuming that there's two more nodes that we have to destroy. Can I see anything from here? Anything? Ah, there you are. There's another node gone. And another enemy. made it through most of that without having to worry about healing up. I just got to deal with both the guys that are nearby and the guys that are farther away becomes much more difficult. Oops. You. Alright.
Please, Isaac, the Hive Mind is coming. You have to make us whole.
I'll get to the text log here in just a sec. You all good now? Fine. Give me the friggin' text log. Patient. I've quarantined the former Doctors Clifton and Hogan. We're barricaded in. I intend to keep a complete log no matter what happens there. From vectors of infection seem to be someone needs to keep a record. If the marker signal can change a body from a distance, we need to know. The chest of Dr. Clifton's corpses started to expand like it's taking a breath. It appears there's something coming under the surface is convulsing. There's a yellowish, briny liquid bursting out and he's choking. But he's, oh god, I hope it's gas release. Okay, now there's the esophagus is bulging and the jaw is collapsing. The head, his head is splitting apart. It's reforming proboscis with feelers. Oh gosh, this is disgusting. Chest is splitting along the center and splitting, and it's stretching, expanding outward. The internal organ muscles. Can I get a scanner, please? No, the scanner. No, thank you. Reorganize themselves. The structure isn't. There seems to be a central organ now resembling a massive bladder. The bladder is filling with liquid, some of which can be seen spilling from the creature's proboscis. The two must be connected. Are quivering violently. The flesh is peeling away and merging with the flesh in the chest area. Fuck, sorry, shit. The leg, it just bent backwards. Snap back, knee as well. Set up. It seems fully reanimated. Can we help? Yellow, yeah. PSEC, and if anyone's free to euthanize, God, I have to think of every. Splatter on the glass is making observation difficult. I missed that Dr. Hogan is also transforming. But it's not his legs are elongating, somehow flaying themselves. They're twisting a mixture of his own internal organs into a single aperture. Something like a tail. His face is contorting, his jaws clenching and unclenching. Okay, so the first guy turned into like one of those bulgers, and the second guy's turning into one of our little jumpers that only have 2 arms. He's hunting. Money, money, blades, perfect. I think we got everything from all the enemies here. Just want to make sure. They made my frickin' I brought along that fan blade solely so I could use it to fight against some of the enemies. And they ran off with it. Happening. One fast enough. that do so much damage? Okay. You have to rethink this one again. What else can we do? Should I keep the pulse rifle out to start with? I can use the explosives on them. Let's pull this baby out here first and foremost.
Now reunited with the pedestals.
I missed. I frackin' missed. Okay. So we'll go through here. Put this back on the pedestal. Nicole. Maybe.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Nicole.
We're whole again. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
Payload. I'll restart the tether. Buy us time.
We've returned the marker.
Error. Rerouting gravity tether controls.
Come on, come on.
Forget it, Isaac. There's no fixing this.
Let her go, Daniels.
Let who go? Can't you see how delusional you are?
We've got to go. The payload from the planet crack is about to fall.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it, I'll help you. One last time. Rig link override. This time, watch to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Strange. Such a little thing. Just had a talk. That's all this research was in the end. Not much, is it? Just had to make it listen when he begged for convergence. But I had a different prayer. It spoke. And then it listened. Make this stop, I said. Maybe it understood, but... I can't return what was taken. Why can't I see you again, Isaac? I loved you. I always loved you.
That scientist from hydroponics. You both saw what the marker wanted you to see. Jacob Temple for her, and Nicole for you. Jacob. No.
No, she can't be. What the hell did you do?
Me? You did this to yourself. Nicole's been dead this whole time. You just couldn't handle it, could you? Because if she's gone, at least now it'll be in safe hands. The marker won't turn anyone else into its puppet. Give me the loader remote.
No. It's over. We're whole again.
For Christ's sake, I'm not going to ask again, Cross.
No! Enough people have died!
Then just do it. I've got nothing left to lose.
Cross!
It's better this way, Isaac. You'll never recover from what the marker's done to you.
Not wrong.
And when the tectonic will drops, all this will be buried. Just like Earth God wanted.
Warning. Seismic activity increasing. Evacuate to safe locations.
So, yep. Nicole's dead. And has been dead since before we even came to the Ishimura. You guys want to know the little Easter egg I mentioned a couple of times throughout the course of this is if you take the first letter of every chapter title,
The shuttle. I can still make it before she leaves.
you spell out the sentence, Nicole is dead. So throughout the course of the game is already telling you she's dead, she's gone. I don't actually remember it being that particular scientist being here. I just kind of remember it being that Nicole's dead. That might have been something like that before. Good. I was wondering about buying another... So obviously, we're going for our final confrontation. The last fight is coming up. And the game seems to be very thankfully and very nicely giving me everything that we're gonna need. Hopefully. Alright, anything... What was that? Oh no, it's just the door. Okay. So, here we are. Back again. Once we leave here, we can start into the final fight. So, we have 27,350 to deal with. 35, 201, 61. I think we're fine there. I'm going to get actually more. Okay, I think that. I hope that'll be enough. Do I want to use? Do I want to use the money to buy another node? Because we go for another node. So I got 3 nodes right now. So I gotta up this to its max. Put some more points into this one. We're gonna do this one. Because once we're done with this, we're done. Game's over with. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save the game. Then I'm gonna buy one more node. That way I can just reload the save if I decide that I need something else. And then I'll still have some money left to use. The other thing I could do is I could also save, or not save, spend a lot of the stuff that I've got sitting in. There we go. Okay. You ready for this, boys?
Last warning, Isaac. I mean it. Isaac, please.
Bye-bye. Alrighty. Now we face the final enemy in the game. The Hive Mind. I realized we also can get shit tons of other stuff here too. He's big. He's ugly.
This is all I got left.
Got one. Trying to do precision shoots, precision aiming on something that is most definitely not meant for precision anything. it would have given me some health instead, but no, it is what it is. Also wish there was something I could throw. I think that ends phase 1 once I take the last one out. There we go. Almost out of shots with this one. Frickin' fuck. I think the last one is going to be in the mouth. Oh no. That doesn't go away soon. I don't think dodging this one will be difficult. Come on, show it to me, show me. Wax. Good. Good spot. Oh shoot, two. Oh, no, okay, so the other one is... Down to 10 pills. I thought we were still in the acid phase. Come on, come on. Sorry, I'm not doing much commentary. I'm just trying to focus. Go. What's next? What's next? What's next? Oh. This phase. Stop. I hate it when they have this type of thing. There we go. Take that, you dastard son of a bitch. There's your hive mind. Mindless prey. Well, I win. Now, let's GTFO. That gave me a good amount of heal stuff. If it hadn't done that, I would have definitely died. Fuck the marker, it can stay on the planet. Woohoo! Go! There's gonna be a big boom boom. Oh, that size, that weight, crashing down to Earth. Exodus and set a benchmark. Yes! We finished! I like the detail, putting some like dirt and stuff all over his face.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, so the original game ended in the exact same way, so that wasn't a surprise. That was really good. I have to say I fully enjoyed that. Part of me wants to try and do the impossible challenge. To do that, you have to finish the game on basically the hardest difficulty, 1 life. If you die, you go back to the beginning. I think they give you 1 save. If I remember correctly, looking at that. But yeah, it's basically you have to do the entire thing, 1 life, no stops, all the way straight through. And then if you finish it, you get a suit and you get a foam finger that is actually the best gun in the game. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I fully enjoyed that. I know they added a New Game Plus feature to this. I assume that's more for, because I think there's an achievement for upgrading every weapon, so my assumption is that that's supposed to be what it is, because obviously, unless I spent a crap ton more credits on nodes, you weren't going to upgrade all the weapons. I didn't even get all the upgrades for all the weapons, if you guys noticed that. I'm not even sure where I missed those couple of them at. So there's definitely some stuff that is still left to be done. I'll probably end up playing around with that a little bit alone. Seeing, I'm not sure. Part of me wants to try and 100% it, get all the achievements, but another part of me is kind of like, that's probably going to be impossible. Because you do have to finish the impossible challenge to 100% it. But, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But, yeah, that was kind of all I really had planned for today. Just a little shy of 2 hours. I think that'll be fine just to kind of run with that. So, Tuesday and Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll be back to raiding, heroic raiding. I assume that on Tuesday will probably be more of the us punching our way through all the bosses to get back up to Razageth again. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what everybody's item level looks like. See if Soul decides that that's worth it, or if it's not worth it. Thursday then will probably be just us pulling 100% on Razageth, would be my assumption. We should be able to make it back up. We might even get 1 or 2 pulls on her on Tuesday, if everything goes well. Excuse me again. Then what do I want to do next week? I got a couple of games I wanted to kind of play around with. I've been moving around doing some stuff in Minecraft. I suppose I could do a Minecraft stream. I've been kind of tempted to try and do that tomorrow. Just do a quick Minecraft. I say quick, but what I want to do is I want to build a mob farm. I kind of want to have you guys on screen while I'm doing that. Just have you guys around anyway. For when I'm doing that. So that's kind of one thing I'm thinking of, like, oh, if I do that, I can do that one quick, easy. If I don't do that tomorrow, then I'll do that probably on Saturday. And then I'll have to take a look around and see. I got a comment earlier today. I don't 100% disagree with it, but it was kind of like it was on one of my YouTube videos, and they said that they feel that I'm not keeping up with like some of the gaming trends, or the games that are basically getting played that people are watching. I don't disagree with that. I haven't ever really tried to keep up super tight on those, because I also I have games I want to play, games that I want to play. You guys all know how that is. So it's like, so I don't try to like keep up like, oh, what's the newest game that everyone's playing? What's the new like breakout? Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. It's like, I don't try to keep up with that. I don't try to jump to all those types of things because I don't want to try and, you know, be jumping around and just playing whatever the new hit thing is. And it's like, I still want to play the games that I want to play. But I'll have to take a look around and see. Part of me, I want to play Elden Ring again. I'd love to do that. I have a couple other games that are kind of quick, easy little games that necessarily they could be a stream, but they wouldn't be like a continuous, like, oh yeah, we're going to keep playing this until we finish it like this has been. I have a couple games like that too. So, I'll take a look around. Right now, I'm kind of leaning more towards Elden Ring, maybe Dark Souls 3 if I want to go a little bit more old school, but kind of leaning more towards Elden Ring. So, we'll just have to wait a little bit and see on that. These are really long credits, aren't they? I doubled up the speed at one point just to kind of make it go through a little faster. I wonder if they'll actually... There were some hints and some rumors that they were actually going to people, or actually I shouldn't say hints and rumors, there were debates questioning whether or not they were actually going to remake Dead Space 2. And I think that they could. From what they've done here in this one, for this remake, I think it's definitely a possibility of... I would feel very comfortable with them remaking Dead Space 2 and 3. 3 is kind of a rabbit hole of crap. For those guys who know, 3 is the worst one of the trilogy. It ends badly. It's like it really, like, it doesn't work out well. It's the most hated one out of all of them. So they could remake 2 and they could remake 3. I think if they remade 3, I'm not sure if how close they'd want to stick to the original and how much they would want to add to it. It could be a bit of back and forth. But the biggest thing that people would want, and they wanted this for years, is they want Dead Space 4. Because 3 ends on an ambiguous note. Because on one hand, they want you to believe Isaac's dead. And on the other hand, they let you believe Isaac's alive. They added a DLC later where they said, yes, Isaac survived. But throughout the course of the DLC, you do some actions that basically leads to the potential that all of humanity is now at risk to the markers. And that's kind of where they ended it. So they ended it on this note of, like, everything's about to go to shit. And you're like, the fuck? What do I want to do? You left us on, like, this massive cliffhanger as to what's going to happen next. And so, because they had left it at that, people who have been playing these games for years, have always kind of gone for, like, I want that Dead Space 4. I want the 4th game. So could they remake 2? Definitely. I don't think there'd be any major problems. I'm not really sure if there'd be anything you really want to add. Because it takes place... Dead Space 2 takes place over a larger geographical area. But unlike 1 here, where you could kind of go back and forth and you could put that in, Dead Space 2 doesn't really have that, like, back and forth type thing. So I'm not really sure if you could add something like that, if you'd even want to. Because obviously if you're going to add in, like, side quests like they did in here, you need the ability to go back and forth. Otherwise it's just going to feel cheap that, oh, well, you can go back and forth, but in all reality, you're kind of stuck. You know, he's like, if you can't go back and forth, then you're kind of stuck. Text logs awarded. Advanced Rig level 6. Been saved and you have unlocked New Game Plus. Yay! I'm kind of tempted. Anybody want to take a look? See what New Game Plus looks like? 50,000 credits is almost nothing. 10 power nodes would be useful. A level 6 suit. I do remember reading that they had a level 6 suit that you could unlock. There's lots of little Easter eggs and things that I've kind of found and read about throughout the course of the game, leading you to little hints, little callbacks. So I think it's up in the air. I think, given the success that I feel that Dead Space, this remake, has done, I think that they'll keep going. Whether or not that success translates to going to Dead Space 2 and remaking Dead Space 2 and then maybe remaking Dead Space 3, or saying that we don't need to do that now. Carry over weapons, item creds, and upgrades from your current food. They can be retrieved through the storage of any store you encounter. New enemies and perhaps a few new mysteries. Isaac deals... Oh, this is story mode. Okay. I'm actually going to go with easy here just to start this one out, because I had an idea on exactly what I want to do. A couple of achievements that I still need to unlock. I need to figure out. I'm not even sure if you could actually do an all-plasma cutter. You might be able to. You might be able to do a plasma cutter. Walk through a plasma cutter only on a New Game Plus. Yeah, I'm not sure if they'll do just a Dead Space 2 or if we'll go to Dead Space 4. Because clearly, the market's still out there. And clearly, the market is out there for doing a Dead Space 2, a Dead Space 3, and even a Dead Space 4. Definitely Dead Space 4. Dead Space 3, I would say, would be the most difficult one to honestly do, though.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Yeah,
Strange.
Nicole.
Such a little thing.
So.
That's her?
Yeah. First I've heard from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Fishermer is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart.
Dead Space.
Vid calls. It's rough. Easy to say.
The way that I always looked at it from a story-based perspective, Dead Space 2
I'd listen to my girlfriend over here.
makes some sense. Its storyline makes sense.
Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Daniels.
I'm trying to avoid like
So you keep
spoilers and
saying-
things like that
Here
for
we go.
anybody who hasn't played
Nice
it
clean
or
re-entry.
wants to play them after this game. Dead Space 2 story that makes some sense. There's some stupidity to it, as you kind of find in any story.
Imagine 6 months staring at that.
But Dead Space
chunk
2
of rock.
makes sense. Dead Space 3
To an independent miner. That's
makes
paradise. Aegis 7
no
is one of the
sense.
richest
There's some
finds
major
in CZ
flaws in the
history.
story.
Some prospecting teams set up for life.
So Dead Space 3, kind of give
Where
you
is
guys
she?
a brief overview as to why there's some major problems with it.
There. Confirming visual
The
contact with
main
US
villain in Dead
China.
Space 3 becomes the head of
What a
Unitology,
beauty.
the head of the Unitology Church.
Biggest planet
Cult,
cracker in the
whatever
class.
we want to call it.
And it looks like they already
Um,
popped the cork.
Why is it
And
so
he's
dark?
managed to basically
You
activate,
should be
like,
able to see her running lights.
EarthGov's been building
Yeah.
markers because they
I'll get us
do
into the alien
supply
range.
energy.
Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
And so they're
Just be
like,
careful
well,
when we
they've been
approach.
building the
I'm not
markers in
taking any
secret and
chances
placing
with
them all
CZ's
over
pride and joy.
to
No
supply
chance of that.
energy because we
Is
have
that
just
why you were
such an
digging into my
energy
personnel files before we
need
left?
that we
checking
have to
fire
have it.
access.
I'm a computer
So
analyst.
after-
Comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC
So
background
this,
checks with
these
Daniels.
two Unitologists, they
One
managed to
working the
activate it
big
and
ones.
basically start a
Play ball.
convergence necromorph outbreak
We're in
all
alien
over the freaking galaxy. And of
USG
course they
Ishimura.
want to
This
do
is the
nothing
emergency
more than
maintenance
to
team
kill
of the USG
Isaac
Kelly,
because,
responding to your distress call.
well,
Come in, Ishimura.
Isaac's kind of destroyed a couple markers at this point.
Ishimura, do you copy? Come in. This is a USG Kelly.
After starting to do that,
Communications.
Isaac and his friends jump to the world that the game primarily takes place
Someone
on,
pick up the damn phone.
which kind of seems to be a home world type deal. But anyway, so the guy follows Isaac
is
there.
that?
There's no real reason for him to follow Isaac.
Sounds like their
Isaac's not in his
communication array
way.
is busted. Maybe
I'm willing
broken
to accept
encoder.
him following
Daniels
him
and I
simply
can handle it in
because,
48 hours max.
you know, he doesn't want Isaac to screw
Gives you
things up.
plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
I'd argue
Yeah.
he'd make better use of his
I hope
time
so.
trying to, you know,
Jen, Johnson,
take care of
us
everything
in.
else that he's doing.
Gravity tethers engaged.
But the biggest problem is that
Automated docking.
he captures Isaac
go.
like 7 or 8 times throughout the course
Losing
of
control.
the entire game. Like has him and his friends at gunpoint, and then just
System override
walks
is
off.
responding.
Shit, we're coming
And
in
every
too
single
hot.
time he does this, it's like Isaac survives, all his friends survive, they get out of whatever situation he leaves him in, and it's literally at the point where it's like, just shoot him. You're literally sitting there with guns, just freaking shoot him already and be done with it. So yeah, that's one of the things about the final Dead Space 3 that people kind of go like, ugh. Alright, my suit is, I am wearing a level 5 suit.
I'm good.
I'll live. Hey, Johnston. All right?
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
Shit, but better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on that stabilizer, Isaac.
Gotta always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost a port booster. We got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kelly. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
The one thing I do find kind of interesting for this game, I don't think I mentioned it, is the fact that Isaac puts his helmet on. Hey, I got a new achievement. Rat Pack.
Stand clear. Crap, we came down hard. Not a great
Oh, I know what that achievement is for. You have to move like 25 items into storage. And because the way that the game works, the way that New Game Plus works is it takes all of the items I had and puts them in storage. So everything I was carrying gets put in storage. So it's okay.
I wouldn't mind something to steady my nerves.
I guess that counts for it.
See anyone in flight control?
No, nobody.
At least we didn't take out the sign.
Even the sign doesn't really work properly. I always find it interesting to look through like sci-fi ships and actually see what the ships look like. Because I mean, look, you see this ship's obviously it's worn down. It's seen some shit. It's done some shit.
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura.
But for the most part,
Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
Wait, what is this? Hold on. MDI VODs. Echo's healer did 55k DPS on RPL, so Vest got some work to do. Alright, let me get my
Where's the
phone
security
here.
detail? Where's anybody?
We were running some keys yesterday, and we kind of came to the realization that we'll very easily get to...
That security console's still working. Isaac, get a damage report. I'm done playing around.
We very easily got to the... when we're not at it, I'm over 1900. You need 2000 to get Keystone Mastery, and so we're looking at kind of like, okay, we're gonna get it.
That?
Smell what?
Like something died in the air vents. Oh.
It's like we're gonna very easily be able to get Keystone Hero, Keystone Mastery. My brother's going for Keystone Hero, which is you have to get to a ranking of 2500. I mean, you basically should be averaging like 18s or 20s. He has finished 20 on one that I know of. Finishing a key in time on a 20 would actually grant you a toy that will teleport you directly to that dungeon. So he really would like to do that on a couple of them, but he says some of them are just not reasonable to do that on.
Who could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker?
Me.
Okay, I got us some power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator should be...
Positive anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, man?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Up there!
Oh, God!
Ted! No! Daniels, get the doors open!
Get out of there!
Heads on the doors!
I'm running! I'm running! Oh no! Oh no! I'm so scared. That's a safety hazard if I ever saw one. I'm not gonna go uber far. I'm just gonna go far enough to see, get back some of my stuff, see what it's kind of like here now. So you can pick up your. won't let me stop yet. That's right. It won't let me do stuff until I pick up the plasma cutter. Okay, so it's 23, so this is a fully upgraded plasma cutter. I figured it probably would be, but you never know sometimes with the way that these games work. So you gotta get to... There's a couple missing. I'm willing to bet there's probably a couple missing in each chapter. With the way that the New Game Plus came up, it made it sound as though the... It makes it sound as though you would also find new logs and things like that, so it might be something where the game is like you... hesitant to say you have to. That's right, I don't have that. You could play through the game again to get all of the logs that are actually
security request retrieved.
Used throughout the course of it.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
Isaac. Oh my God, Isaac. You made it.
Just... they're everywhere. Shin, is he,
They're everywhere.
He's gone.
Everywhere.
What the fuck are these things?
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to get to the bridge. There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs, so how do we do this?
Excuse me, I'm an engineer. She's a computer analyst.
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system, and the data board's burned out. I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance bay. But it's all on Isaac's side of the quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac?
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
But what if there is nowhere safe, Isaac? What if there never was somewhere safe? You have to go both ways from what I remember, so it doesn't actually matter which way you go first. I wanted to kill some of these guys, so they still need the achievement for stomping enemies to death. Isaac don't care about your sheet. The one here in a second. I don't know what this. Okay. So that's how they listed that. Okay. So I still have my master security override, but I don't have level 1 security. I also have 5 things with this, so I'm not exactly too concerned about it. That's right, they did do this right here, didn't they? That's weird. This is also the part where we just get nothing but there. Nothing but plasma energy, because that's all that we're supposed to technically have. Yeah, I was talking to that friend of mine who was doing the plasma only challenge. He was talking about how hard it was. I'm like, well, in some ways it's harder because obviously the only weapon you have to use is your plasma cutter. You don't get access to things like the explosives or traps or things like that. I pointed out to him, you know, obviously you can use...
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
Little from column A, little from column B.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling?
Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader?
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know?
I know.
Repair systems online. Loading system reinitialized. Warning. Autoloader malfunction. Please contact a repair technician.
Everything's broken. Easiest way to get an achievement.
Loader claw engaged. Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
Stasis recharges you can carry with you. I don't ever really feel like they're running great. Just because, for the most part, they don't really... Stop.
jamming the whole system.
That's one down. You said a data board was fried too?
Inventory says there's a spare board in the maintenance bay. We can't run the trams without it.
Well, why not? I can't run the trams without it. Pick that up. I'm going to take a little bit more damage early game and just try to stop the enemies. I don't think I'll go for too much for longer here. Wow, that was longer than I thought it was. That's because right now the biggest thing I'm just trying to go for is just work my way to see. I've now stomped a decent number of enemies. I think you have to stomp 10 for the achievement. You know what? I'll just go ahead. We're not actually doing anything here we haven't already done before. We're just playing around in New Game Plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off the stream then, guys. We're gonna go with an empty. Yeah. So thank you for everybody who came on by. Once again, Tuesday. Right now the plan is Tuesday at 10 o'clock for our World of Warcraft Vault of the Incarnate heroic rating. If there's something more than that, I'll let it be known out on Twitter. If like I want to do a stream tomorrow, which I may or may not. That's something where it's kind of like I'll use money as a hit or miss type deal. But thank you for everybody who stopped on by. I will see you all later. Take care.